I fell in love with my Creator. And honestly, how could I not? How could I not love a God who saw me long before I ever noticed Him? A God who never waited for me to become perfect before calling me His. The world told me I had to earn love, that I had to prove myself, fix myself, become worthy first. But God stepped into my brokenness and loved me there. Not after the healing, not after the transformation, right there in the middle of the mess. How could I not love a God who says that if I take one step toward Him, He'll come running toward me? A God who never gets tired of hearing my voice, even when my prayers are messy, confused, angry, or full of doubt. He listens anyway, even when He already knows every fear hidden in my heart, every tear I never let people see, every thought I was too ashamed to say out loud. He still stays. How could I not love a God who saw strength in me when all I could see were scars? When I looked at myself and saw failure, He saw growth. When I saw weakness, He saw someone still fighting. When I thought my story was over, He was already writing redemption into the next chapter. There were nights I felt completely alone, nights where the silence hurt, nights where I smiled in front of people but quietly broke apart inside. And somehow, God sat with me through all of it, not always removing the storm immediately, but refusing to leave me in it alone. How could I not love a God who stayed when everyone else walked away? A God who kept reaching for me even after I pushed Him away over and over again. Because truthfully, there were moments I wasn't easy to love, moments I ran, moments I doubted Him, moments I chose things that slowly destroyed me. And still, His mercy was bigger than my worst mistakes. He forgave me in moments where I couldn't even forgive myself. Think about that. The Creator of the universe, looking at every version of me, the angry version, the anxious version, the broken version, the selfish version, and still saying, I want you. Not because I earned it, not because I deserved it, but because His love was never based on my perfection. How could I not love a God who took a shattered heart and carefully rebuilt it piece by piece? A God who turned pain into purpose. A God who brought peace into places inside me that had been at war for years. There were prayers I whispered through tears thinking nobody was listening. And months later, I realized heaven heard every single word. Some prayers He answered immediately. Some He answered slowly. Some He answered in ways I never expected. But every time, He gave me exactly what my soul needed most. Not always what I wanted, but always what would bring me closer to Him. And somewhere along the way, without even realizing it, I changed. The anxiety didn't control me like it used to. The emptiness started fading. The anger softened. The hopelessness loosened its grip. Not because life suddenly became perfect, but because I stopped carrying everything alone. I fell in love with my Creator. And suddenly, the world looked different. The sunsets felt warmer. The silence felt peaceful. The future didn't feel so terrifying anymore. Because I knew I was finally being held by the one who created me. And when you truly encounter that kind of love, it changes everything. I fell in love with my Creator. And somehow, everything that once felt broken slowly began falling into place.